Hello everybody, welcome to the Essence minor program in Smart Sustainable Cities. This is an introduction within the physical transition part, the module, into what's materials and what's their relevance within the architectural environment. Why are materials important? Basically because they are the basis for building things within cities. And how you can select them, how can you use them, what properties are relevant, what are the tendencies are seen on the attached resources, either the book or the database produced by Granta in Cambridge. And basically they bring information about sustainability and the basis for selecting materials for architecture. Really, materials are known and are the basis for all the developments from the very early beginnings. But architects have used them in a very intuitive way. From the pre-industrial revolution, the materials available basically were stone, to the actual situation where the evolution of polymers has allowed new forms, shapes, and possibilities where couldn't be thought about before. With the changing times, now materials are more a complex sandwich of different purposes. So we have to specify what are the requirements, what's the final product, and then assemble them into hybrid collection of things that build the different proposals, the different needs in a more collaborative way. The use of these materials allow new forms, new possibilities, new integration within cities, which are really smart and therefore can go into the final goal we are attaining at this course. Later, the assembly or pre-assembly of materials can allow many important points in sustainability, like reuse of materials and the implementation of safer environments, which also introduce energy-saving possibilities, as well as new designs, new collaborative spaces, new social integration, and all of them are very much evaluated into the architectural perspective in the world. The Pritzker Architecture Prize for the last few years has been selecting those architects which really have worked with materials, have used them in the most sensible way for obtaining this final integration of the different needs. Several examples of these prizes, for example, we have in the latest prize for the Japanese architect Toyo Ito, where you can see that the light assembly of materials has allowed open spaces and therefore more thorough collaboration. Other important ideas to bear in mind are the 4 semi-autonomous systems, the structure, exterior envelope, interior system, or building services. All in all, they fix the function, the restriction, the constraints for selecting these materials and for building the new hybrid solutions. All of them later integrate these functions into solutions which, apart from that fact, have to be sustainable and allow the green design. But what's really sustainability? Basically, it's a collection of different materials performing their functions. You can see that all these should be taken care of from the very early stage and to the final detailed design in an integrated, interdisciplinary way as is introduced here in Essence. All these stages are facilitated by BIM. This is one of the tools we also will be introducing, and which is one of the functions that conceptually was pre-introduced until now, and should bear in mind not only the functions but also the life cycle design, which should consider recyclability, renewability, efficiency, safe use, and the social performance of materials. How? Processing them step by step, building the overall process in different logical stages, selecting the energy criteria, which are the basis for the real life cycle assessment for sustainability, and then compare solutions and find how sensitive they are to the different functions and possibilities. All these ideas have been brought together into huge cities. The design of Masdar city at the United Arab Emirates is one perfect example of a zero balance for energy even in the desert. And some other examples could be even at very small level. This is one example prepared by UPV students of a very ancient house village where the substitution of different materials can allow much better and efficient use of the final performance of the building. New passive systems which integrated into the houses allow overall great efficiency. New introduction of mechanical solutions for avoiding problems like sun, the shading, the radiation. And that's only a brief example which will later be developed within the course. Thank you, and for any doubts, please contact me.